So today's project is going to be cleaning this stainless steel countertop. We bought a whole bunch of stuff from Home Depot, so we'll see how it goes. So the first step is I'm soaping it up to take off the dirt, and I'm gonna wash it, dry it, and then I'm gonna use the rubbing compound to remove the stubborn stains. So step one is I just cleaned it with hot water and dish soap. And this is what it's looking like. This is a really tough stain. I have no idea what this is, but anyhow, we found this piece online. And yes, it's a little bit beat up, but we are gonna be fixing it up. So we have all of our stuff we're gonna test out and see how well this works. But we thought this would be an awesome upgrade for our commercial kitchen. Okay, so the next step is I'm gonna be trying to take out these big stains. These two specifically. Well, there's many, but anyhow, what I'm gonna test out to see is I'm gonna try to rub it out with just a cloth. If that doesn't work, then I did get some stained wool, which we're gonna do for sure before we polish. I'm just not sure if this might be not quite yet. So I'm gonna test this product out. Let's kind of check this consistency. Oh, it's like kind of an interesting paste with a little thing. So I'm gonna put it on here, and it says rub back and forth. So let's check this out. So I'm gonna rub this and give it a couple minutes and test it out, and then I'll let you know how it goes. So update on this rubbing compound. I mean, I still have to work this spot, but honestly, I am super impressed because that spot on the top that I couldn't remove, I just put some stuff on there and then let it sit as I was working the other areas, and I feel it worked really, really well. Highly recommend. So I'm gonna finish up this little spot here, and then I'm gonna move on to the steel wool with some warm water and dish soap so that we can start scraping off some of this metal, some of this steel, so that we can get ready for polishing.
Wow, thing looks brand spanking new. Look at that. Good job, baby. And she haven't even polished yet. Are you going through the last stage, huh? Which is applying the wax.
Yep.
And buffering. Yep. Coming out together. This is a good brand too.
So looks like somebody was anxious to try the polish.
I don't know if it's gonna work.
So this is what we're using for that. Clean, shines, and provide durable protection.
I'm about to find out. See any spot in here.
Do you have to use more product? Or do you have to rinse it or anything?
I don't see it. This is not. I don't see how
What
is
does
this getting.
Wash and dry. Apply to a
Might have to turn this shit and get the other stuff.
So it says polish and then let it and then dry. Jeez, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Don't get old. The writing is getting so small, it's so hard to read. Allow to dry to a haze and remove with microfiber cloth. Buff with a second cloth for maximum shine.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, we got something going on here. So we buffered, and you can definitely see that it's shiny, but we were really hoping to eliminate more of these scratches, especially, I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but anyhow, so we're doing a test run. So we have this with the polish. We're gonna let that dry and check it out. And then I'm just doing another little strip here using bleach and a little bit of water. And I'm just scrubbing it again with the wool pad here. And scrubbing it a little bit more to see if we can get more of the scratches out. So let's see how that works. So we just installed this 3-sink commercial kitchen set, and it was an awesome find, but as you can tell, I mean, it was super dusty when we got it, so it was hard to see all of the scratches, but we knew that, I mean, we definitely had work to do. So I tried to do the other piece yesterday, but we kind of played around with a few different tricks, so we are going to change things up for this piece here. So you can tell it has a lot of paint and different stains happening. So what I'm going to do is, the first step is I am going to bleach wash it. So I'm literally just going to sprinkle bleach all over, and then I'm going to use a wool cloth, and I'm going to scrub it going against the grain, and that'll help to remove some of the stains, and then we'll take a look when we're done. Okay, so I did the quick little bleach wash, and I mean, the front's looking good. They're just a little bit dirty. I still need to wipe things down even more because I just kind of sprayed it, so that I can kind of determine, do I need to do another bleach wash, or can I go straight to the scraping the metal so that I can get ready to polish. But I do see in the back here at the bottom and the sides, there's still some stains, a couple paint spots. Honestly, it's looking pretty good, much better than it did before. There was glue dripping all up in here and over here, but I was able to remove it. So I think I'm gonna just kind of wash it properly, do a couple of spot cleaning. I'm thinking mostly on this sink, and then go straight to sanding it. So I highly, highly recommend, out of everything that we used, as much money as we spent, bleach still wins the cake on this one. All right, so yesterday we were playing around with a whole bunch of different layers, and we kind of did a couple test runs, but we weren't super happy. The middle here, it's hard to tell, was just bleach and water. This one we did the whole 9 yards. So we had bought $90 worth of products, and we did the turtle seal and everything, and we weren't super happy with it. We still found that the top could be better, but I mean, it's looking pretty good. However, we did a little more research and we let this dry overnight. Well, we dried it, but it's nice and dry. I started on the sink project over here, and I'm gonna move here. So what I did is just a little bit of a strip. I have the wool, and what I used was the one for metal polish. So it's the wool steel. In one of the videos, it said to put it around like a piece of wood to make sure that your pressure was consistent. And this is coming from a professional who does this for a living. So it was actually quite simple. If I were to do this again, I would wash it, do a bleach wash, scrub it with the wool, wash it off, let it dry, and then I would just do this nice and dry. So one of the things that he said is when you are going, you want to make sure that you're going with the grain and that you're nice and consistent and that you follow through at the end. Because if you go back and forth, then you're going to be able to see kind of that rounded transition. So that's what I'm going to be working on right now, is solely the top. I'm going to do a couple rounds, moving my way to the right and then back, and then taking a peek at what is. But as of now, the piece that I've done, I can definitely tell there's a huge difference. So this is the finished product. I just took a micro soft towel, damp. You can see that it has some black on it, and that's from the metal residue that I sanded. So it's still drying. This wasn't brand new. I think I would spend a little bit more time, so I might do another run. However, we are feeling really good because it is looking so much better than what it was before. So now we gotta redo these front doors.
Baby's a jack of all trades and master of all. Look at that marble color.
What about here?
Wow. Look at that. Beautiful.
It definitely makes a difference.
Yep.
It looks better on. So this is the finished product. I just took a micro soft towel, damp. You can see that it has some black on it, and that's from the metal residue that I sanded. So it's still drying. This wasn't brand new. I think I would spend a little bit more time, so I might do another run. However, we are feeling really good because it is looking so much better than what it was before. So now we gotta redo these front doors.